Greetings, YouTube. I have done well over now 10,000 videos on my channel. And I don't know if I have ever been as excited, proud, honored, etc. to make a video as I have this one. I'm going to start by changing this profile pic from the Overseer to the original champion that I hunted for 5 years ago that started all this off. That's right, Stark Enhanced Spider-Man. He is an honorary member of this video. I want to take you back 5 years ago. I was still trying to figure out how to have some kind of purpose when I don't teach college classes. I only teach contract-wise for about 9 months, from August to the beginning of May. That might sound like a long time, but it really isn't. And so for about 3.5 to 4 months during the year, I don't do anything. I don't do anything but, see family and do a little traveling, but I don't have a purpose. And I had called off an engagement and then found out, like, the hard way. I won't get into details, but it was pretty unfortunate that the person I was supposed to walk down the aisle with, only 6 months later from the time we were supposed to be married, was walking down the aisle with someone else who, by the way, was a stranger when we broke it off. So, like, we're talking wedding rebound central. So at that moment, I had never been at a lower point in my mental health. I was depressed. I was so sad I couldn't get out of bed. And the only thing I did with my time of substance was play the Marvel Contest of Champions, or as I like to call it, the Marvel Casino of Champions. And it was taking up so much of my time that I felt like maybe this thing is contributing to my depression. So I made a vow when I visited my identical twin in Portland, Oregon, now known as Profbox on the channel. I made a vow to delete the app off my phone at the end of the trip. And I told him this. And I even used the R word, as in retire. And if you want to sound like the biggest nerd ever, just tell a family member that you're thinking about retiring from a mobile game community. It'll make you sound like you're as crazy as you've ever been. So he laughed and judged me, and I understand why. But he did have some of the best advice I've ever received. Well, you have a YouTube channel for Oreos and pizza. Why not, since I had been hoarding all my crystal shards for one last, and by the way, this was before 5 stars, most 5 stars were in crystals. So the featured crystal that I was going for, because I thought this guy's got really, really cool animations, was Howard the Duck. It was that long ago. But I also had enough crystal shards saved up to go for Stark Spidey, and so he said, why don't you record it and throw it on YouTube channel? I had a 10-year-old refurbished iMac with a broken speaker that the audio was so muffled you couldn't understand me. I looked, sounded, acted as uncomfortable and awkward as a YouTuber can sound. And I didn't have any expectations for it going anywhere, so, it's not like I cared to really invest anything into that video. And yet, it immediately got more views than any of the pizza or Oreo videos I'd done for the last several years. And on top of that, there were a few really important comments to the future of my life that basically said, hey, this was kind of fun. I think you should make more of these. And even had a fan from Sweden say something like, greetings from Sweden, keep it up. And I'm like, Sweden? How the heck did the YouTube algorithm lead you to my channel? That's incredible. Why would you do this? Do you regret the 3 minutes you spent on this? And so suddenly I realized that instead of deleting the app, I could maybe make some more videos because I had heroes in the community. Seaton at the top of the list, Dork Lessons, Rich the Man, Brian Grant, my man the Analyzer, so many OGs. And I never said I want 1,000 subscribers. I never said I want to monetize my channel. I just said I want to try. And I knew I wasn't great at the game, and I knew I didn't have a lot of money. Not a great combo for making a YouTube channel, but that's kind of why this story is so amazing. Because I just started uploading any kind of video that I wanted. And here's the thing, when no one watches, who cares, right? And so did a lot of the videos work? Absolutely not. Did I make some mistakes? Of course, I still make mistakes every day. And I appreciate that not everybody canceled me because, you know, in the early days, I was just trying stuff. And I was so passionate about my bae, who at the time was just my bae as a 4-star, but that was indeed Mcoc, that I challenged Seaton, somebody who was literally a hero of mine and I still have the utmost regard for. I challenged Seaton that Quake was God tier and Void wasn't the first God tier science champ. Now, I could have done it way better, and I'm not saying I don't regret some of the way I handled it, because it was pretty pathetic. But in terms of the actual point of the video, eventually Seaton didn't just move Quake to God tier. He moved her to beyond God tier. Now, he never told me that I was right. I'm still kind of waiting on that. I don't actually expect that. It's kind of, jest. But regardless, I realized when I got up to 100 subscribers, which was a huge deal for my channel, I realized that I wanted to put my professor hat literally on and review every offer that came in the game, because Seaton and others, they would review like the major offers, like a 5-star Vision that came in the game, or July 4th or Cyber Weekend, but they wouldn't talk about like the daily offers. And I would see people say, well, everybody knows what's a good offer or not. Actually, that's not true. And this is also a casino of champions. So people are addicted to buying crystals and opening crystals just like they are pulling the handle of a slot machine. And so knowing that these crystals gave people the same dopamine as a slot machine, I felt it imperative that I would be able to speak up no matter what. I did not expect to ever get monetized, or my dream, if you asked me what my dream was, I had one goal. For people, when they asked, hey, who are some YouTubers I should watch if I want to play this game, that every once in a while I could possibly have somebody bring up my name. Like, I viewed the OG YouTubers as like the Avengers, and I wanted to be like the janitor in the room with the Avengers. I didn't expect to have a seat at the table. I just wanted to grab a mop and help sweep the floor and let them know that I appreciated them. 5 years later, I don't know. I can't tell you other than like the fact that my videos oftentimes reflect my humor, like my puns, which is, of course, quantity over quality. But I can't tell you why I've been so successful. I can't tell you why I've been able to do this now for 10,000 videos or get close to 60 million views at the time of recording this. Or, for that matter, have officially a 4 million plus base hero rating. All I can tell you is if I can do it, you can do it. And you don't have to be amazing at something to be successful. You just have to, in a lot of ways, outwork people. And I grind the arena the same way that I grind YouTube. I make a lot of short videos that try to make people stay. When I started my crystal opening commentary submission series, I would get one submission every couple weeks, and I thought, oh, that's good. And then some people told me, Prof, you reacting to videos, because I guess there was a big movement when I started doing this with just reaction videos in general. I don't care if you're reviewing movies or crystal openings. Like, that became the series that some people only watched, right? They didn't care about the offer reviews or my own crystal openings, right? That's all they watched. And what I realized is, yeah, those videos most of the time may not get many views, but whoever submits their video to me basically is saying their day can be made if I react to it. And so if I can make just one person's day with a video, it's totally worth it. You all have allowed me a chance to go from spending less than $1,000 on this game to spending now over $20,000 on the game. And you might say, wow, what a waste of money. But I believe that the value of a purchase is how often you use it. And because I use my roster every day, it is so well money spent. And I've been able to do better than break even on all the purchases in the game thanks to your generosity. I've been able to buy a new desktop computer, a new setup. So much of the stuff behind me, I'm just going to show this real quick. So much of the stuff behind me is courtesy of fans. Special shout out to Adam Robb, who made the Marvel sign behind me. It is also so amazing that I used YouTube money to buy that Spider-Man Spidey head. That's like legitimately cool. The Thanos gauntlet. So many of, I mean, all of the pops, right? The Funko Pops were sent in. Like, it's incredible. This entire thing is a dream that I just keep wanting to wake up from. So, I know some of you probably clicked on this thinking, okay, what the heck is he talking about regarding competition? Well, I want to say thank you for 5 years and 4, I guess I should pull up my rank, 4 or 6 stars too, huh? Because this is like the holy grail of my channel at the time of running. I want to, through Evizone, and I better do my due diligence and actually throw their logo up. I want to partner with Evizone in this video to award 10 people. Essentially, it's a free month of the summer camp resort, but if you don't want to use the $10 on it, you can use it for the Black Ice store. You can use it for a reimbursement of, say, $10 worth of Kamala Khan Cavalier crystals, or you can just keep the $10 and treat yourself to a hamburger. You know, nobody ever checks what you actually do with the money. What I don't want to do though is have people, because KT1 and I saw this a lot when we did our last competition, cheat and make multiple YouTube accounts and then comment multiple times and then basically try to rig it. It's 1 entry per human, and if we catch you, you know, you're banned. I would like you to do me a favor and write in a comment what your favorite memory from the 5 years that I've been on YouTube is. Now, it can be funny, it can be silly, but if you're going to be mean, you know, if you're going to be hateful or troll or inappropriate, you know, that's not going to count. So it's got to be something that, you know, actually means something. And there's no character limit. Technically, a 1-sentence comment counts, but, you know, I'll read them all. So sometimes the longer the comment, the more meaningful the comment. And all you have to do is sign up for free in the Evizone account, which gets you 10 gigabytes of free storage and the ability to send me much easier your screenshots and crystal openings for me to commentate eventually. And then you also need a valid PayPal address, which is basically just email. Like if you have access to an email that can get to PayPal, you know, you can qualify. We're going to draw 10 winners and then hit up your PayPal. So I'm going to leave this video comment section open for about 48 hours, about 2 days, and then close it, and we'll send out the winners after that. I just want to thank you all. This has been the greatest honor of my life. I have been through a lot behind the scenes in my own personal non-MCOC life and continue to be in a lot of ways. And at the end of the day, what I look forward to most is oftentimes broadcasting and seeing so many incredible mods and legends and just being able to relax with this community. It's saved my life, and I mean that in the utmost way. So the Evizone partnership is a small way to thank 10 of you, but I want to thank all of you regardless of whether or not you win or even enter or comment on this video. I don't care if you've just watched my channel casually and don't subscribe or you know, whatever. You've made my life have a huge purpose outside of just teaching, and that has given me not only the best mental health I've ever had, but also a chance to now give back a little bit. So have a great rest of your week, YouTube. Thank you if you watched this entire video. I appreciate it. And thanks to Evizone for partnering with me to give back to this great community.